Welcome back, guys. It's Jason with your hopium-free crypto update. Well, it's no surprise, Bitcoin cryptocurrencies are in extreme fear at the moment, but what does that mean for the market overall? Let's take a look back at what has happened in the past and reflect on history to see whether we have some opportunities ahead of us. Now, I don't always love to pump up the hopium, but usually when the markets are down are the times that I get most excited, and I want to instill that excitement in other people when it comes to the lower prices, not always those high prices when the majority of people get super excited. So let's have a look at what's in store for crypto during this period of boring sideways and down, and of course extreme fear. So make sure you've smashed that like button. Did extremely well on the previous videos, getting it up to 10%. So thanks very much, guys. Subscribe, bell notification icon if you haven't already. Let these videos flow through into your news feed. And of course, check out Instagram and Twitter. Use the official links. Don't get scammed out there. Okay, let's have a look and get the Bitcoin Wyckoff update. Extreme fear, 24. And if we look at the trend at the moment, it is definitely on the down. So the previous day was just fearful, not extreme fear, but we're at 29. So a few days earlier, 16 and 18, definitely extreme fear, and 25 also extreme fear. So in the past, we've looked at May. So if you've only just joined cryptocurrency, definitely go back, check out history. History is going to be one of your best friends here. May, June, July, extreme fear and fearful time in the market. Hopefully we hold a higher low than this point. If not, then of course we have the fear and greed purchasing plan, which we've talked about many times on the channel, and the guys in Patreon and Premium also get that. Link to that is in the description down below. And of course, this period here, 2 months, we had some good buying opportunities before the market took off again. Overall, it is shaping up that we have a longer accumulation yet again. And so if we've been following the last couple of videos, in particular, crypto low in, Wyckoff method, and of course, bull market confirmed in the thumbnail, we're looking at the wall of worry. So this leads me to think that we're still in a bull market. And of course, we have the uptrend still intact. If we go back onto a broader macro picture of a monthly chart, you can see that we're still in an uptrend. The lows haven't been taken out. And if we were to take out 28,000 and stay beneath that and start to accumulate between that 20 and 28K, then we could say, well, probably the bull market is over for the time being, provided we continue to consolidate and then work our way higher. We could say that we're getting back into a bull market. So we're a long way from that point, but we have to have those points in mind. But at the moment, I'm still seeing bull market. Bitcoin wall of worry. This is a typical traditional finance saying, and you see it happen time and time again. You have plenty of bad news coming out, and I've listed them all here. I've gone through and noted them on the chart as well with these little pink arrows. And along the way, people are worried, they're concerned, they're not buying the low because you hear the price should go further down. So if you weren't around in May, June, July, the thoughts were we should go down to 20 to test those highs. We should go down to 14,000, and we should come back and fill some CME gap that was at around $9,300. Of course, hindsight's beautiful. It didn't happen. Could it happen this time? Sure. But we're in an uptrend. Generally, for the history of markets, they climb walls of worry. Bad news after bad news after bad news. Yet when you check a price chart, the price continues to go up and up and up over a slower period of time. And I know a lot of new people are in just expecting 100x gains all the time, like we just saw with the metaverse just a few weeks ago, which has now started to retreat. So we could probably add that into the mix when it comes to the bull market, that people are taking profits. Don't forget to do that when the markets do heat up again. Take some profits along the way up. A little more hopium to throw your way. Major trends. This is a big article out from Grayscale. Investors considering a Bitcoin investment product in 2019 was 36. Definitely, probably. Fast forward to 2021, 59% are definitely or probably would. So you got a massive increase of people that would consider Bitcoin as an investment product. You're seeing the definitely, probably would not decrease very significantly as well, and then might not. You know, it's just sitting stable in the middle, slowly decreasing. So you're seeing a lot of the definitely, probably would not at least jump up into might or probably definitely would. So this doesn't happen overnight. We're not going to get that blow off top by the Christmas rally on the 25th, but an overall long-term trend that we're seeing with the popularity of crypto, and of course in the charts are showing that we're still heading up. Of course, this is my opinion. That's what I'm solely invested in at this point in time, cryptocurrencies, and you see that on the channel when I'm discussing my superannuation funds and explaining what I'm doing next in those funds. So check out these last few videos and I'll leave a link to them at the end of this video. Let's fast forward and have a look at this Wyckoff theory and see where we're at. So a couple of days ago, we had the video up here, Wyckoff method. If you want to check that out, it's going to go through each of the steps listed here. And as an update, we were looking at, with the question mark, an attempted rally. So on the distribution, you have an automatic reaction and then a secondary test, and then you get the sign of weakness. Now we're seeing an automatic reaction, an automatic rally, because it's from the downtrend to the uptrend, the AR here. And then potentially this could be our secondary test of the selling climax. And a selling climax is shown in high volume, large range bars, and then a high close because you have professionals buying up, the smart money buying up. We would like to see a higher rally and take out some of these previous highs. And this bar in particular, I want to get past that 53,877 on the Bitstamp exchange. So call it around 54,000, get some closes above 54,000 to confirm the short-term bullishness, because at the moment, short-term, it's clearly a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. That's technically a downtrend. And so as we update Wyckoff and get our Wyckoffs going, automatic rally sits at 52,000. So to get that higher low, we want to get above 52,000. Some other levels that we'll look at, of course, are the low here. And the major low that we don't want to see break to have short-term strength come back into the market is the low on the 21st of September at 39,500. If it breaks down to that, it's just going to be a longer time for patience. But the upside, what that means for cryptocurrency, is more accumulation time to get into the market and find those cryptocurrencies which potentially will have bigger gains down the track. And this is the time that is similar to May, June, July of this year, or if we take it back to 2020, this is when the projects weren't running hard. We only had DeFi running into the summer of 2020, and then that flattened out, and maybe it's DeFi's time to return in the next 6 to 12 months, 2 years from that point. And so I would go to CoinGecko and start to look down the list of DeFi projects. And as we see some of the metaverse NFT projects fade away as well, the gaming stuff, investors take their profits off that, then we can keep those on the watch list as well. So although it seems like a bad thing, you want to be buying low. And unfortunately, the buying low period does have fear in it. You don't remember 2020? There was a lot of fear in this period of the market. Even though the market started to run up, we weren't getting extreme greed. It's still fearful at that time. The time we get extreme greed is at all-time highs, and it happened again in October. So we want to use this period to continue setting our plans and buying into these cryptocurrencies. So the update and the price levels that we're looking for here are, of course, the 50% level, GAN's 50%. We want to go above that 49,000 on the Bitstamp exchange. We want to see some tests of the swing tops. So the rallies here at 51,900, so around 52,000. And that is very similar to what happened previously. May and June, we had the tops get broken in June, and then we faded away again. So as long as we start to see some support come in and then we get the bounce up, it's okay to wait for the rally, and you don't have to get the exact low because you just don't know whether that's going to continue to fall further. And the safer time is the rally. Break through the tops, buy on the breakout, and then, of course, the retest. There's some safer times, less percentage return, but safer because it is technically in a safer, stronger position as it breaks through the highs. Moving forward from this point, I'm keeping my Bitcoin chart handy, keeping my alerts handy, and continuing to watch the cryptocurrencies that have been strong in the past and see where they are landing to be able to buy those up for the dip. There's no confirmation that the dip is definitely over, but there are good signs at the moment that we have the selling climax and then, of course, this first secondary test. Now, of course, the tests can go lower than the selling climax, but we just got to see where the closes come in. The strength on the chart for the GAN analysis above 49,000, of course. And of course, we'll continue to follow up and see where these land during the next days to weeks. Now, if you want to follow us with the weekly market update, check out the Patreon link down below. This is coming out on Monday morning, so get across there and we'll be up to date with Bitcoin, the financial markets, and cryptocurrencies. Apart from that, thanks for getting the likes up to 10% of the views of the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter for daily crypto updates. Use the links down below. Don't get scammed out there. And I will see you guys at the next video. Until then, have more fun to get more done.